Welcome to Raw Take, everyone, the lifeline to your unfiltered media experience. I'm your host, Gian Thomas, and this is my co-host, D. Williams.
So before we get started, I want to state that the purpose of this video is for us to give our personal opinion about different news events and also to be informative.
Exactly. So we're going to start our show off with today, Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade. They're feuding with NBC. Miss Union, she's formally filing a lawsuit against NBC for harassment, and later she will probably file a lawsuit against Simon Cowell. And her lawsuit is because she felt like she was discriminated in the workplace, and she felt like, she had a complaint with Simon Cowell that she couldn't breathe, and because he was smoking on set, and it was just too much for her, and she was having, there's some people that's allergic to smoke, so she was having issues with that, and I guess.
Yeah, actually, let me just cut in for a minute. So it's actually illegal to smoke on the set of the show. So he shouldn't have been smoking anyway. Not it's illegal to smoke inside during the on the set. So I don't understand why he felt like he could smoke anyway. So I'm with
let me tell you why he felt like he could smoke. He felt like he could smoke because his production company works with NBC with America's Got Talent. I think that's the show. Yeah. So his production company is in work, so he feels like, he's a step above the law, and that that no one really has to answer to him. And so, or he has to answer to no one. So I think this is horrible, and just the allegations that are coming out. Dwayne Wade said they are being harassed and that they were being followed.
Yeah.
I mean, I can definitely see this happening. I mean, look at what's happening in our country right now. I think everything is boiling to the light, and I think people are tired of staying quiet about these things. So people are fighting, people are standing up, and people are being boisterous and loud about what's happening to them. And so, we need to say what's happening, and we need to bring attention to it, because that's the only way you fix things. And I really hope she gets the justice that she needs. I mean, because nobody wants to be discriminated in the workplace. And I heard allegedly they said that she was her hairstyles were too ethnic. I mean, our hair is beautiful, and I know for the longest, in especially in the corporate world, the you can't have dreads, you can't have long hair, you can't have braids, you can't have those things, because those things are seen as too ethnic. So I can definitely see NBC telling her, you're too black, you're blacking up the joint. So, which is that's horrible. Like, you're basically being reprimanded for your culture. We can't control the way our hair grows. This is how our hair naturally is. And for them to tell her that, she's being too black, or allegedly, because this is all allegedly, for them to allegedly say she's being too black, that's horrible.
Yeah, it is. And I think that this whole thing with the after the George Floyd thing is kind of giving people more of an incentive to come out to speak up, and not be hushed about some things that maybe prior to have been pretty hushed about. And no one wants to work in an environment that discriminates or that stereotypes or anything of that matter. Um, like you said, we don't have no control over who we are, or where we came from, or our ethnicity. We So we need to be proud of who we are and proud to be black. I know I am. I'm proud to be black. And I
Exactly.
applaud Gabrielle Union because if she's standing for what she is and who she is and being herself, because she was like, should I continue to do this and be this person that I'm not, or should I just be myself? And I'm glad that
Yeah.
she is to be who she is. And
Exactly.
I'm glad that her husband is also standing behind her too.
And it's good to have people that's unapologetically black. I mean, because you
Yeah,
you have to be you have to be proud of who you are.
yeah,
There's some people who hate who they are. I
yeah.
mean, for instance, Candace Owens. I mean, Candace Owens is probably the least less pro-black person in the world, and it's so disgusting. Half the things she says, her stances, and just how she's being used by racists to to further a narrative that all black people are bad, and
Right.
she's just a horrible and disgusting person. I don't know, did you hear her comments about George Floyd?
No, I didn't. What did she say?
So look, this is what she said. Candace Owens said that it was wrong, that what happened to him, and that she wanted justice for the family. But then she started to trash the poor man and trash him on his criminal record, that he already served time, that and that's the whole thing. What do you go to prison for, other than I thought you go to prison to rehabilitate. I mean, in which the man was rehabilitated. He came out speaking a totally different language, trying to help people in his community. I heard in Houston, he had four different organizations that he was trying to reach out to youth and other kids and other minorities. And for her to come out and trash this man while he was trying to make a difference, that's what he was doing in Minneapolis. He was trying to make a change in his life. And for her to trash him, that's horrible. Like, that is disgusting. What kind of person are you to to trash a man or try and belittle a man and call him a criminal after he served his time? He's done that, and now he's trying to change his life and help others and put other people on the right path, and you're going to trash him? How dare you? You are trash. She is such trash. And the thing is, this is the thing that I hate about Candace Owens. She used to, I feel like she's a paid provocateur. I feel like she gets paid to be a mouthpiece for the right, to trash black people. I mean, she's basically a Sambo act on wheels. I mean, I hate her. I hate how she portrays black people. She is disgusting. She's a disgusting person. I mean, she tries to say black people are racist. How are we racist? White people are they're the original oppressors. I mean, they are the ones who enslaved us. I don't understand how you're gonna say black people are more racist than white people. I mean, god dang, look at yourself. I don't care how much you try and clamor up to them. Candace Owens, you will always be black. You will never be considered in their realm, in their little circle, because you're black, baby. And you're black. You're dark. You're black, baby girl. You can't even try and pass off. Oh, I'm like, no, they don't like you. They do not like you. They use you, and I'm pretty sure she knows she's being used. I'm pretty sure she's probably getting paid by the Koch brothers, or whoever's paying her to be like this. I mean, that's just so disgusting. I hate people like that. Like, people, like black people, we should cancel her. Candace Owens needs to be
Yeah.
canceled. She needs to be gone, done. She does not sit at a table with the black people, because she does not have our best interests. She tries to come on her platform and say that she does, but every time you use your platform, you're using it to belittle and talk down upon black people. I mean, you're
You
disgusting,
know what?
trash, straight trash.
I think that, a person like that don't even realize that they're being mocked as well. While she's sitting there bad mouthing black people, white people that's paying her to do it or whatever, or putting her up to do it, are bad mouthing her. Because at the end of the day, she's still one of us.
Exactly. And you know what's another thing? They had a lot of Trump supporters, which or Republicans, they came out against her and said, how dare you do this and disgrace this man like this after after he lost his life senselessly. And she tried saying that he was on drugs. I mean, who
They
knows? It could have been prescription pills or
autopsy
something
proved that
like
he
that.
was on drugs. The autopsy proved that he wasn't on drugs. He didn't have no drugs. He didn't have no alcohol. He was clean.
So that's a lie. So she's using her platform to further lies, which goes exactly to what we're saying. She's a paid provocateur.
Mhm.
Anybody who does that, you can do your research on these things and you can find out the story. So when she just goes up there, uses her platform to just to lie, she's not part of, she is not with us. And you know what's even worse, Mike Pence just called her in to speak in on George Floyd. So you have someone who is now in talks with the highest office in the country, talking about, oh, well, yes, George Floyd was a bad person. You don't need those kind of people in the room. you know it's just sickening. It's so sickening.
It makes me wonder, like, what's behind, like, who's behind her? Who's putting her up to say this kind of stuff? Because it's money. First of all, she's
Exactly.
accepting. She's a Judas. She's a Judas.
Exactly.
She's accepting money to slander her own, to backstab her own, and there's a motive behind that. Whoever's paying her to do it is a motive behind it, and that's the dangerous thing, is that motive that's behind it. Because it seemed like she may be there to start up more ruckus.
Yeah.
Um, you see what's already going on towards black people, the aggression and everything that's going on towards black people. And I think that she may be, like you said, a paid provocateur, probably paying to provoke black people to retaliate.
Yeah. It
And
could it could be a lot of different things.
what that retaliation would cause? More police brutality against black
Exactly.
people. That means more black people would be dying, senselessly dying, because they are acting off of something because of someone else has upset them yet again.
Yeah.
Worse, should I say, because I would be upset too.
Or it's just that she uses her platform to talk bad or talk down and talk bad about us and talk bad about black people, and then white people listen to that, and then because I've seen white people say, oh, look at Candace Owens, look at what she's saying. I'm like, okay, who cares what Candace Owens saying? She's saying the wrong thing. Oh, just because a black person is saying the things that you agree with, that's wrong, that it automatically makes it right. No, that no,
She's
she's a
not
grifter.
a
She's such a
mouthpiece for
grifter.
us. She's not a mouthpiece for us at all. And uh, they have her right there in the palm of their hand, man. And she probably either doesn't realize it or she don't care, because like you said, all about money. Money can make a person turn on even their mother.
Yeah.
So it's no surprise to me, man, that she's paid to use her platform to belittle and slander her own race of people.
Yeah. It's sad. I mean, but you had black people like that back in slavery days. That's exactly what she would have been. You know.
That's kind of almost how this started with, as far as the slavery days. Black people sold black people to white people as
Yeah.
slaves,
Yeah.
and you had to be some kind of messed up to let money. And, the Bible says the love of money is the root of all evil. Not money
Yeah.
itself, but the love of
Exactly.
money. So
The
that love
love
of
of.
money can make you do some very evil, evil things, man. And her slandering a deceased man, that's a very evil thing to do.
Yeah, yeah, very disgusting.
I don't even have a word for that.
Yeah, but in this negative world we live in, we have good stories, we have good feeling stories, we have stories that prove to us that there are rays of light, there are rays of hope. A guy in New York, he let 70 protesters into
Yes.
his apartment and help them not get arrested. That is the definition of love. Just a selfless act, letting that many unknown people into your house.
Yeah.
You're making
Very
peace.
cool.
Yeah, that to me, that's so beautiful. I mean, and because there's so much negativity in the world, and just to have a story like this, and to have somebody, try and stand up against this brutality. He even said that the cops were treating the protesters brutally, and for him to, because they who knows what would have happened. The cops could have came in there, broke down, bust down his door, and been like, you're in between our investigation, or you're in between us trying to arrest these people.
Yeah.
They could have put him like as he was conflicting with an investigation or something. So the fact that he stepped out of his comfort zone, he helped somebody, he helped a lot of people. I mean, that's
Yeah.
just very
They actually shot the tear gas inside his house after,
wow.
they let the people in. They shot tear gas in his house too. And he was like literally caring for people. He said that they all kind of pulled together, everybody delegated, and it was kind of like a beautiful thing, man. It was unity, man. And that's what we need. That's what we're going to continue to need to survive, man. But the police force has lost their mind, man. You seen what else they did to the whole man?
Man, and that's another thing. I mean, and us protesting police brutality is leading to more police brutality.
It's not white and black no more. It's whoever. Because
Oh
the
yeah,
75-year-old man, it was a white guy. He wasn't even doing nothing. The police just walked up to him as he was standing there and shoved him down. When he fell, I'm imagining something busted because he was bleeding from the head. Uh,
exactly.
Someone shouted out that he was also bleeding from the ear, but they did on the news say that he was bleeding from the head. And thankful to know that the man he is stable now. But just to see that man, and then did you see that when the one cop was going to stop and help him up, another cop grabbed him and like pushed him forward to
Yeah,
like don't help him up. And that right there, man, just kind of rubbed me the wrong way. That means that we don't have no protection uh,
yeah,
with the police. We don't have any kind of we can't count on the police to protect us. If something happens, you're going to be scared to call the one who you're supposed to call to protect you because they may
exactly.
come and press you instead. So it's so crazy, man. You don't know whether to go left or right with the police now. It's just crazy,
It,
dude.
it it is truly disgusting because the cops are acting as like a authoritarian force. They are acting like the Gestapo. They are acting like this is 1930s Germany all over again. You know, attacking journalists, attacking protesters. I mean, there was this one guy who was giving an interview, and the cops literally bum rushed him and attacked him. I mean, this is horrible. What where's the freedom of speech? I thought this was America. I thought we had freedom of speech. I thought we had freedom to assembly. I mean, where are those things? Where are the people? Where are the Republicans who said, "Oh, if they're going to take our rights, we're going to fight." Okay, they're taking our rights. They're literally stopping people from talking, and you're not doing anything. You were afraid of Obama coming to with enacting martial law, but Trump is he's knocking it right there at the door, and y'all aren't doing anything. I mean, I just we need. I mean, what are we gonna do? I mean, this is so sad. I mean, we need people to speak up against this. I mean, you
Yeah,
have cops shoving old men, pepper spraying people out the car. I mean, this is horrible. Like, how long are we gonna continue to do this until people are like they've had enough, and we need to. That's why we have so many reforms to redo the cops, and that's why the people in Minneapolis they don't want the cops no more. And I you can't have a force like this. You can't have an authoritarian force like this hurting people, not enacting your 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 core civil rights, your basic right. You know they're bashing us, and we're just trying to enact our simple civic rights, and that's not fair.
yeah. It made me think about one thing, and I want everybody watching this to think about this too. Where did the order come from? It's too many different police forces that's constantly performing this brutality against innocent people. Where is the order coming from? You know, and it's too widespread for it to just be isolated into one police force or location. It's everywhere. So it makes me feel like the order is coming from somewhere up high for
Yeah,
police to be like. When I seen that cop grab and shove the cop that was about to help the old guy, that was like confirmation for me that the order is coming from somewhere up high because uh, there was a statement made that all of those police, if they were in plain clothes, if they wasn't in uniform under that order, they was in plain clothes, and they seen this old guy get shoved down or whatever, they would stop and help him. Generally, that's the humane thing to do. But the uniform puts them under an order that they have to carry out.
yeah,
So where does the order come
yeah. It has to come from up high, and for all cops to be acting like this. So
from? Exactly.
this is coming from exactly. It's coming from way high up.
Yeah,
All
it's not
cops
a
all over
thing.
America,
Yeah, it's
all over America are acting like this. So who has authority over all of the cops?
and
Man,
everybody knows who has authority over all the cops.
exactly. You know,
We the
and
government.
yeah. So that's why protesting, organizing, and participating is very important. I like to call it pop. Because you got to pop out there and you got to really get out there and be active in making the change. I mean, it's one thing you can always talk about it, but you have to be part of that change. That's how you enact. That's how you be part of the change. You hold yourself accountable. You don't, it's hard to hold other people accountable, but you can hold yourself accountable. So you get in there and you get in the system and you fight to be that change. That's what it's all about. That's part of the American system. That's what our forefathers did. They got tired of the oppressive system and they fought up. That's how it always is. That is the story of America, fighting against the oppressive system.
Exactly. So we need to, like I said before, stay on that path of being unitized, stay on that path of bringing about change through action, through what
Yeah,
we do for people. And let the police force know, or whoever that higher power is, know that we're not going to stand for it. We're not
exactly.
going to stand for it. We can't stand for it because if we lay down, we're going to get trampled.
E-
And the only way to keep from getting trampled is you got to stand. You got to stand your ground, and not let the oppressor push you around. And so we're under a bully. Our leaders are bullied, especially one grew up a bully, still a
Yeah,
bully, and
orange
now
peel.
turning against his own American people.
Yeah.
in so many ways. Turns against it because when I look at what you call it, orange peel,
Yeah. Orange peel.
orange peel is only about orange peel. That's it. If it doesn't benefit orange peel, he doesn't. So
Yeah.
if he's up here and you're down there, you're not. That's pretty much how it is.
Yeah.
And the way I think that anybody who even remotely acts like they don't stand with him, that's a problem. We seen that when he first got in the office. What's the first thing he went doing? Firing people.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it was weird because if he said something good about somebody, that's the person that was going to be fired. Um, Anybody who stood against him, I don't care. And
Yeah.
that's the leader we're under. That's the leader we chose. Now, here's the thing: do we want to keep this leader,
Yeah.
or do we need to get this leader out of office?
Yeah.
Everybody
You
needs to
know
rest the
that.
boat. Rest the boat. I know people cannot possibly want this man to stay in office because this is where all this oppression is coming from. It's got to be coming from. Look at what he did for the photo op.
Exactly.
Tactically
You
had
do have.
those people uh, treated with brutality against those people by the police force and other agents and stuff. That came from him. So that means that for this thing to not be isolated, for it to be worldwide, it's coming from him. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's
So
my.
yeah. Yeah. And you know what? And like you said, D, like it's very important that we rush to vote. That's
Yeah.
our whole thing, That's half the reason why we have this show is to promote rushing to vote and how important it is, and because you have to get the bad apples out,
Hmm.
you have to vote them out. That's part of our democratic system, and it's time we start using it to the best of our advantage and stop letting, these I don't want to say older people, but sometimes older out of touch people speak for us, you know, and it's really time that we take hold of our democracy.
Yeah. Everybody needs to do your part. Is now is very important to do your part because if you don't do your part, if you don't vote, if you're not registered, register, get registered, and if you don't vote, you don't have a voice. You don't have no leeway to say anything. But
Exactly.
so with that being said, the way we fight, the way we win, you got to get out there and make it happen. Go to the polls and vote. If you think your vote doesn't matter, it does. Fight. That's your way of fighting. Your vote does matter. Just like uh, just like we say, the Black Lives Matter. Your vote matters. It's just that important. So
Exactly.
get out there and do it. Make it happen. And we can make it happen. If enough of us come together, yeah, we'll make it happen. We just got
Yeah.
to get in that mindset that my vote don't matter. Why should I go vote? They gonna put in there who they want anyway. No, they gonna put in there who can reason their way in. But if enough of us is vote against, there's no way to be reasonable. So
Yeah.
that's very important to vote.
You know what? All votes matter. All votes matter.
Yeah, exactly. All votes. So that's what we want to encourage today. Stand, register to vote, and then go to the poll and vote. That is our way to win this fight and win this war. Uh, the chief of all this war, the king of all this war, once we get that out of the office, we'll be okay. That's my opinion.
Exactly.
I'd rather have Biden in office than have Trump. I'd rather have
That's
Biden in office losing his mind than have Trump. At least if he loses his mind, then we have a vice president. It still won't be Trump. So either way it goes,
exactly
you know, I just hope we get a good vice president as well.
good vice president. So yeah.
Yeah, we don't need no more Trumps in the office.
Mm-mm. None,
Uh,
man. None.
Man, let me tell you, this ain't really part of the show, but when I first found out that Trump was running for office, I thought it was a joke. I was like, Donald Trump, come on, you were fired. That guy, no. And
I
then
mean,
something happened bad, man. Next thing I know, he was in office. I was like, oh my God, it was
yeah. I,
serious.
I think it started as a joke, but then I think when he started saying all the racist stuff, and like he tapped into the true racism in America, and I think which is very strong. I think it was all done and over with. I think he had his base, and he found a way to win. I thought it was a joke that night that he won. I was like, oh wow, this really happened. Oh wow, we really put the orange peel in office. I couldn't believe it. I was taken aback, man. I was like,
And then at that point, I was like, I know we about to be the laughing stock of the whole world with this
whole
man.
world. Yeah,
And we were.
yeah, yeah. Most definitely.
We are. I'm
Yeah.
sure we still are. But,
It-
it is what it is. I think that um, some people might not agree with this, but when it comes down to everything that happens in the world, I'm a Christian, first of all. I'm going to let that be known. And I believe
mm,
that God has total control. If he didn't want Trump in office, and if Trump didn't have to be in office for God's plan to carry on the government. So, with that being said, there's no need to be mad that he got in office, but um, that should encourage us to or inspire us to do what we need to do to get him out of office now.
exactly.
However, with everything that's happening now, it may seem unfair, it may seem mean, but it's still part of God's plan because His plan is going to carry on no matter what. And
Yeah. Well,
that's just fine, man. Everybody needs to just get on
yeah.
board with God has control and not man.
I definitely think that like you said, things happen for a reason, and I definitely think that Trump being there is for us to look at all the things that we have wrong in our system, and for us to finally really address them. Because under Obama, under Hillary Clinton, under Bill Clinton, those are nice, pretty faces on horrible, on, still, I mean, like we said, Black Lives Matter started under Barack Obama. So this stuff still continued. So sometimes, just because you have a pretty face on an ugly situation doesn't really help anything.
It doesn't get rid of the ugly situation. It just covers it
Exactly.
up, but it doesn't eliminate it. So we can't cover up the ugly. We gotta hit it head on so that we can fix it. Um,
Exactly.
and the news you got for me?
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
not
all
gonna lie.
right.
I'm not gonna lie real fast. And I did say I was gonna mention this in the show, but I was disturbed, man, by David Dorn's murder. How he was killed responding to a call at a function. He was a former, uh, actually, he was a former captain, and then I don't know, at one point he became chief or whatever after he retired from being a
Yeah.
captain.
Yeah. I think he was like former police chief. Yeah.
They filmed the whole thing, man. But
Yeah.
what's disturbing about it to me, I mean, that's disturbing in itself, but what really got me was out of all these things that's going on with the police brutality against blacks, there was a black guy that killed his man. It
Yeah.
was, these were black people. And the white on black, the police brutality has to be addressed. It really does. However, the black on black crime also needs to be addressed. Because, and these guys were, I think they were looting, they were trying to steal. And if we don't address the problem within our community, then the problem that's without the community is going to
Yeah. I think how he was recorded and how they filmed him dying, I think that was very, very disgusting. I think they should have definitely helped him. Uh just because you don't agree with somebody, and just because he kind of I guess they may have felt that he represented the system of oppression, and that you're a black man, but that doesn't mean nothing. You shouldn't be out there taking your own lives. Like, our lives are precious. uh
be. I mean, they
it's
were breaking
it's
the
just
law
very
anyway.
sad.
They were breaking the law anyway. So there's no
Yeah.
justification in them. I don't care if it was a white cop. There was no justification in them killing.
Yeah.
Uh, you breaking the law. If you breaking the law, you're supposed to be expecting to see police or
Yeah.
security, whatever. Uh, so if they felt like he was part of the oppression, at that moment they were the oppressors. And
I
the
don't know
black,
if I would say that they were the oppressors, but I mean, they were definitely criminals. They were definitely in the wrong. I mean, they should not have killed them, but I
yeah,
don't I don't
I
think they
mean,
were
I feel like
oppressed.
at that moment they were the oppressors because he was there to do his job. He was there to do justice or whatever. They knew they were breaking the law already, so they couldn't have felt like he was there to unjustly, approach them or whatever. They had to know that he was there to do his job, to do a job because they were breaking the law. It's like if you go and kill somebody out in the street in public and you just stand there and not expect the police to show up. How
Yeah.
stupid is that? At that
Yeah.
point, you're not being oppressed. You are oppressing somebody, and
Well, yeah.
that's that they were. At that moment, they were the oppressor against that man. And I think that
Yeah.
was just really, really messed up. We really need to address the black on black crime. And it should not only matter when a white man or a white cop or whatever kills a black person. Black lives matter all the time. To whether it's a black person killing a black or white person. So it can't just matter only when it's white on black. It gotta matter when it's black on black. So the same way
Yeah.
we want justice for George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, Ahmaud Arbery, we want justice for David Dawn.
Yeah. We want justice for all lives, lost senselessly, during these
Right.
times.
Right.
But that's our show, guys. So, get in the comment section, tell us what you think. We want to hear y'all's raw take. Don't be afraid to get in there, and let us know what you feel. We want to hear what y'all got to say. Don't forget to also kill the like button. I need y'all to kill the like button. Please share the video. So that's our show, guys. Y'all definitely share that button, hit that like button, and subscribe. Y'all be safe.